Hello and welcome to the American Outback, and you catch us just on a field here. I think this is field 2. I can't ever remember. Yep, field 2. We cut some grass earlier, and we need to create some hay. So what we're going to do is run over this with the tedder and make some hay. So this has been our first American Outback session for a while, actually. We've done a bunch of Cherry Hills, but we haven't done an American Outback for a little while now. So I thought it was time. So here we are. We are going to sort of just process this field with our Fan X 604 and make some hay, as it were. Fairly straightforward job, this, up and down with the tedder, then over the top with the Nadal, and pick up the hay once we're done. Fairly straightforward task, really. Shouldn't be too much hassle. Nice quick thing. Small field, so we are going to make a nice job of this. There's what 8 lines of hay of grass, and we will make some hay. This is multiplayer, so we won't be baling this. We'll just pick this up and drop this into storage, so we can use it for various things. It's going to get used for food, mainly for TMR and such like. So basically that is the kind of the job here, is to get this ready for use. When making TMR we need hay, so it's the best way for us to do it. And this is our sort of grass field that we have. It's a weird little field, this, because obviously we are doing grass and grass is green, right? This is a very much a what sort of desert climate map, as it were, so everything's a little bit brown, but of course the hay and the grass, when it's cut, is green. It's a little bit weird, if you see what I mean. So we will sort of go up and down these. It shouldn't take us too long to do, and then we'll go grab the Nadal and pick up this hay. Fairly straightforward. This is an up and down job. We should be able to pick this up pretty quickly, to be fair. So this has been our first American Outback session for a couple of weeks, actually. We did a lot of, so we did our big bulk contest map reviews, and we've done a few Cherry Hills since then. But we haven't actually had a chance to do one of these, and I actually kind of figured I'd best pick it up again. I have been thinking about doing a seasons-based session, or let's play or series. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, and if I'm going to, which map I'm going to use. I definitely want to do one. Using the actual seasons mod. So essentially, you are controlled with what you can do and when. So it makes you focus a little bit more on the kind of things you do at a given point in a year. I do need to kind of do a bit of research before I actually kind of make the series. Figuring out the kind of plan. The way I understand it is you can only sow seeds at certain parts of the year. They will grow and ripen at another point of the year, and essentially you'll have rain, you'll have snow, and there are certain things you can't do. Obviously you can't harvest in snow, you can't plough fields in snow, but potentially you kind of having to do certain things at certain times of the year. So it might mean as well a map with production on it might be a really good choice, because that basically means production can be the filler for those times when you can't actually do any farming. That said, I mean, on Cherry Hills we've done an awful lot of not farming recently. The production side of things, the forestry side of things has taken over. We've done a lot of episodes recently which have just been kind of doing this stuff around the farm, and not even doing anything on the actual of what's actually farming. Obviously we've got our animals, and we have our animals on this farm too. The animals on Cherry Hills are taking over. They're literally a huge money earner. Now, I mean, basically the cows alone probably make about 10 million a day. I don't really know. I haven't really looked at how much the milk sells for these days, but we've got over 5,000 cattle. And we had at one stage, and I sold like 8,000 of them, something like 16,000, 15,000, 16,000 pigs. That was an interesting task, getting those sold, because obviously you've got to sell them. I sold them through just the dial box. I wasn't going to take them to market myself, and I just ate the fee. And to be honest, that was it's the only way you can sell that many animals. Okay, so we have done the tedding. We have our hay. Go grab our thing. So I'm just going to nip through the hedge here. Take this and pop this down by the silage pit. I really shouldn't park this truck here, as I was basically trying to get through with the mower earlier, and the mower got stuck on the silage pit, the slurry pit there. Kind of funny, it took me a little while to get the thing. It had two wheels in the air that were spinning, and two wheels on the ground that couldn't get any traction. Okay, where did I leave the... there it is, I see it. We have we have a couple of things we have to do. We have two fields that need sowing. They're ready and they're cultivated and fertilized. They just need a run over with the seeder. I need to figure out what I want to put on them. Part of that, so this is the 7, 8 field that we combined. Okay, let's get this set up. That needs seeding. Not sure what I'm going to put on that. It's a biggish field, so I kind of don't really want to put anything like root crop on there. But I was thinking that we do need a root crop. Because we do need to do pig food at some point. So we're picking this up. We're getting this. I'm just going to have to reset myself a little bit. So yes, we do need some pig food making. We are using our custom big containers, which looking at that one, it's actually run out off there. So I will need to empty that out. So essentially fill that up at some point. The beauty about this field is it's actually really big. So it's really big edges to it, so it makes turning really easy. Not sure how much hay we'll get off this field. We've got about 20k, 25k off of 1.5 rows. So we might just be short of 200k when we finish this, which is fine. We just, I interestingly kind of not that fussed about basically kind of having too much. I really don't want to lose any, but yeah, it's fine. A little bit there is okay. We also purchased a new mower mod. I tested it out on Cherry Hills a little while ago. It's essentially a mower and trailer in one. It's not a realistic mod, but it's an interesting unit because it actually would be great for some of these edge fields that we're looking at as we go forward here, because those fields are so oddly shaped and really tight. There's only a certain amount of usable grass space in them, and the issue we have with them is when you are cutting, you can cut really easily with the big M we have over there. But then when you want to pick up with this arrangement that we've got here, or run the trailer that we've got here on the back of the big M, you've got no space. Maneuverability is terrible. And I'm thinking that this single unit with the trailer combined with the mower may actually make mowing those fields a viable exercise, because essentially with this arrangement, although it is, you know, you do get grass and everything else, but it is just not a viable exercise, because you can't get all of the grass and you don't have the turning, and as a result you kind of work in a diminished amount of grass, because you can't use a hired worker on those fields. You can't use the cutting is sort of manual, so driving around is a bit of a pain. This field we can use a hire worker. We can't use a hire worker for picking up, but we can use one for cutting. It means we get these nice straight even lines, and we can easily sort of go up and down. We can TED this, we can pick it up and do all that good stuff. So it is just a little bit of a essentially a time saver, almost a sort of work saver. Work more efficiently, that's basically the gist. So it's a beautiful summer day here in London, and fortunately I have to have the windows closed whilst I am doing these recordings, and unfortunately it's really hot, and my games machine gets a little bit warm, so my legs are a bit toasty at the moment. Kind of been trying to stay cool all day. Went out for a little ride to the barber's this afternoon. It was really hot, and I made the stupid choice of having a hot towel shave, which, by the way, is a great thing. Hot towel shaves are awesome. I thoroughly recommend it. Get a decent barber's, go there, and they'll do a cutthroat razor, proper close shave with the hot towel. It's great in winter. It's great for your face, by the way. It is great for your face as a guy. It's a really good way to shave. It's very, very, very pleasurable experience, like a facial, but with a shave included. But the hot towel is hot. It made today's heat a little bit hotter, but my face feels better now, nice and having a beard in summer is a good idea. Yes, hot towel shave, definitely a way to go. Just not on a hot summer's day. Okay, I'm just going to pick up this little bit of green over here, and then we'll fold this guy up. We've got 150,000 out of this. So we do have to be careful, because I do remember that the windrower does get caught on those power lines. Weirdly enough, these not so much, but the others it does. I like to call this my bunny ears windrower, because essentially they are like bunny ears. I think I probably mentioned this a few times, but it is a nice little windrower, and this arrangement here is really effective. So let me just pull forward. Drop this into the silo, and we should be good. I'll drop this and park this somewhere close to the edge for next time. I'm not sure when we're going to need it next, but we just need to have it accessible. The windrower doesn't fit in any of the sheds on this map, which is it's actually kind of annoying. But I'm just going to find a place to park, just generally out of the way. Oops. So I usually just park it down here. This in the trailer, it's out of the way. So we're going to have one little task. We've actually got one little task to do. So we've got that. That's cool. We have so we tested this out on Cherry Hills. We like not having man trucks on this map, because essentially it's an American sort of heartland kind of map, and having a European truck, a man truck, on an American heartland map seems a little bit blasphemous almost. So what I am going to do, and I can't remember if we've got an actual vehicle repair shop on this farm. Do we have one on this farm? Ooh, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Okay. In that case, then, we need to head to the shop. Okay, so the store is up here. Tag it on my routes. So we're going to take this back to the store. We're going to sell it. We're going to swap it. So on the Cherry Hills map, we tested out the custom road train pack a while back, and we've also got it on here. The guys that made the custom road train pack, GTX mods, produced a AR framed truck based on their Twin Star Duo, or whatever it's called, their smaller road train truck. We have one of those on this farm. Our trees are growing nicely. Anyway, we have one of those on our farm, which runs our milk transport, and so they made an AR framed unit. Now that basically means that we have an American style truck that can do the AR frame, which is essentially what we're driving here, and we have two vehicles which have AR frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell both the man trucks, and I'm going to replace them with this AR frame unit. Right, where is it? So that's the plan. I'm going to resell these trucks, swap them out for the the AR frame unit, we'll just run over to the BGA, which is next door, strangely enough, which has the other AR frame truck, which is the diesel tanker, this guy here. So what we'll do is we will just back this guy up, and I'm just going to plonk I'm just going to plonk this here for the moment. Actually, I'll just back up a little bit so we get a bit more space for maneuverability. We'll take this guy back to this guy, sell him off, and swap the two over. And that way we'll have essentially an all-American truck fleet. It's something we're currently in the process of doing with the Cherry Hills farm, and essentially, building up the essentially the American truck fleet effectively. So let's go to the store. They're in trucks, memory serves, and where is it? Here it is, AR Twin Star Duo. So we want a black version, so we'll do the black version. We'll get all hitch mounts on it, we'll get the big engine, we will go with the checker plate display, and we'll get wide tyres. We don't want the chrome parts, I don't like the chrome parts, they look a bit meh. And then we want a red one for our fuel, and we will get one of those. I think we have at that point, and I'll just check this. Easy, quick way to check if you've still got anything of those around is go to the thing to buy it. It will tell you how many you have keys for and how many in the garage and so on. So how many you're leasing and how many you've bought. So we've got them left, that's cool. As you'll see, the two trucks are parked over here. So let's go grab this first one. Take this next door. Go and drop this. Thing. We have just actually wondering where is we're out of compost, which basically means we're out of diesel, which I think is probably the case. Let's just go fill this guy up. It does look so much. It looks so much better having American trucking on an American map. Really does. So you've got 24,000 litres. Not as much as we should have. Oh yes, we ran out of. I see. I knew we couldn't have run out of waste, because I put in 200,000 litres of stuff in there. We have 99,000. I will top it up with the straw, but I will fill this up first. As you can see, it does look a nice little truck, and it kind of fits the map. And if you've seen inside, inside's pretty straightforward and basic. It does have, obviously fuel usage stuff in there, and speedo that works and all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool. I would go and park this over by the diesel. We'll fill this up again at some point. This also means we're closer to the other truck that we've got to deal with. Run through the hedge. Okay, so we need to back up and drop ourselves onto this. Good having all American trucks on the map, I think. And I do like the GTX mod. Although technically speaking, this is an Australian truck, but it's an American style. So obviously the custom road train pack is actually an American truck pack, because road trains are an Australian thing. I'm not sure, and someone will undoubtedly correct me if I'm wrong. Let me just grab this and see what we've got in here. Someone will undoubtedly correct me if I'm wrong, I hope. But basically, where is the... Oh, it's there. I don't think Americans have road trains in the same way the Australians do. Yes, they have convoys, I do know that, but do they have road trains? And I know it's the only time I've ever seen road trains actually is Australia, like on TV shows, like trucking shows and stuff. In America, all I tend to see when they talk about the kind of mass haulage, as it were, is convoys. In essence, where you basically, you have convoys of trucks, lots of trucks, if they're organised to do en masse. This is essentially our flatbed run around the farm kind of truck, and I just need to find some place to store him. We swap that out, which is good. We're going to nip up here, and I wonder, this guy needs more. So I was actually just thinking we might want to just pay a visit to the BGA and fill up. This truck does a little bit look. It does look actually a little bit out of place with that trailer, but the tanker, sorry. But it looks really out of place. The version, the truck that we've got for the water tanker looks odd. The cab is this is like a day cab, I guess. And the other one is like a sleeper cab. How much digester have we got? Oh, we've got enough to fill up. That's cool. This empties so quickly. It's really cool. So, any other tasks that need doing? So we've only got... I kind of forget how few fields we actually have operational in this farm, because the bought grass field here, new field. Oh, we've got this one. I've completely forgot about this one. What is the status of this one? Oh, this needs harvesting. Oh, damn. Yeah, we should get this done. Yes, we should start this off. I completely forgot about this field. This our major oversight. I've literally just been sat in this field essentially all game day. I think I'm not real. Oops, I just need to. Maple straw strath is on. Completely forgot we had this field. Damn. Man, I completely forgot about this field. We're going to let the harvester do its job on here, but I'm right. So there's essentially two aspects. One is this going to go straight forward and just do this bottom bit, or Is he actually going to jump the boundary? No, he's not going to jump the boundary. Damn. Okay, that's fine. We have another harvester over here, if memory serves. No, we don't. What did that harvester do? Did we plan this field? I do not remember. Man, it's such a long time. So basically, once I finished up the last episodes, I actually paused the server. And I completely forgot that we'd planted this field. Wow, okay. I thought this field was cultivated. Damn, okay. Let's put this away. Actually, let's put him down here. Whoops. Put him in these sheds here because we're going to do this field, these two fields. So these two fields are going to get merged. So I'm going to have to go around. And the annoying thing is, I thought it might do a jump, but it didn't. Let's drop this here for the moment. We're going to use this over this on this field. I'm trying to remember. I thought we had two combines, one over here, and the other combine's up here. We only have two combines, don't we? Do I get another one? Just turn the grass off. Well, okay, we're going to let this go, and then we'll do a merge on these later. I kind of want to get this one running on this here. I might bring this down, but that's fine. I think I'm going to do that off camera because we are kind of out of time. So this has been the American Outback, and we have done a couple of jobs today. We've made some hay, we've done a bit of a vehicle exchange, started off a quick harvest because somebody was essentially brain dead and didn't realise he actually had a harvest to do. And he also, it's been a while since we actually touched this farm, so what we will do, and I'm just going to finish dumping this off, and then I will sort of finish on the look of the vehicle. This has been the American Outback. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of this series, please subscribe to the channel. Watch out for our other series, Cherry Hills. Please watch out for our map reviews. Watch out for Gold Coast Drag, because that's got another 3 cars coming in the next few days. We have a couple of really interesting vehicles. We are essentially drag racing and getting a time for the Amazon Grasshopper that we reviewed on the mudding map a couple of days ago. And we are also going to be reviewing a Mazda 787B race car, which does a really good time. Not the best, but it does a really good time. And then we do a review, a little test of a Nissan GTR, which does a terrible time. So we've got some good times, some average times, and then we have a really bad time. So yeah, watch out for those. They're coming up. Thank you for watching. If you have ideas of maps, by the way, for a Seasons mod run, please drop it into the comments. I'd appreciate any direction on a good map to use. It's going to be a non-multiplayer map game as well, by the way. So I won't play on a multiplayer server. I'll be playing local so I can use Courseplay. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.